Okay, I want to make a quick video on how to make really great pancakes. I've been trying to perfect my recipe for a while in order to make them from scratch. I've got it where I like it now, so I thought I'd make a quick video. We go through all the steps here as fast as I can. Let me show the ingredients. We've got 365 baking soda, 365 baking powder. We've got Strauss whole milk. This is the buttermilk that I've been using. It's a kind of a sweet buttermilk. Also picked that up at Whole Foods. C&H pure cane sugar, and this is King Arthur all-purpose flour. And we've got my favorite butter here, Clover sweet butter, and we've got a pasture-raised egg. Got the Kamal over here. Gonna fire it up, and let's get started. I'm gonna use approximately 1 tablespoon of butter. And I'm just going to put this in here and melt it on the stove. We're going to use melted butter for this. Okay, first the dry ingredients. I've got 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour, pre-measured. Going to sift that. I used to make pretty good pancakes from Bisquick using the melt in your mouth recipe on the back, but I wanted to start doing it from scratch, and these actually come out better in my opinion. Okay, next up is 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1, 2, and after that we have got 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1, 2, and to help offset the tanginess of the buttermilk, we've got half a teaspoon of baking soda. The baking powder and the baking soda, of course, make this recipe nice and light and fluffy. And then to the dry ingredients, we're going to add half a teaspoon of salt. I'm going to use my pink Himalayan sea salt and grind it down a little finer using a mortar and pestle. So half a teaspoon. Okay, so that's it for the dry ingredients. We're going to whisk those together, and we'll be right back to get our wet ingredients going. Our wet ingredients going, you can see I'm melting the butter over low heat. I've also done this recipe with oil. I think the butter gives it a little bit better flavor. Kamal is up to about 400 degrees. I've turned the heat down now to low. Looking for a temperature here of about 350 to 360 or 70. So we'll let that cool down a little bit. Get our wet ingredients going. So first the egg, but we're going to separate out the white. And the yolk. So I'm going to set the yolk aside here for later. And what we're going to do is fluff up the whites here. Okay, so hopefully you can see this on camera. So this helps add to the light and fluffy quality of the pancake. Okay, now we're going to set that aside. Start on our main wet ingredients. Going to take the egg here, yolk I mean. Beat the egg. To that we're going to add 1/3 of a cup of the sweet buttermilk and 1/4 cup of whole milk. I've tried it with just the buttermilk, like a half a cup of buttermilk, but the flavor of the recipe didn't come out very good, so I felt like having to cut the flavor of the buttermilk a little bit with some whole milk, which turned out to work real well. Whisk this up, and to this we're going to add our melted butter. Whisk that up, and for a little extra flavoring, we're going to use a half teaspoon of organic vanilla extract. It just comes from Costco. Whisk that in there, and to that we're going to add the egg whites. Whisk that up a little bit, so that leaves us with our dry ingredients and our wet ingredients. We're going to pour our wet ingredients into our dry ingredients. Okay, so get a little different angle here. You know, one mistake I was making with pancakes originally was I was making the batter too thin, thinking that that would make the pancake lighter and fluffier, but what happened was I was actually making too much of a Swedish pancake. So you don't need to mix this too much, just get most of the dry ingredients incorporated. Let's see what we have as far as temperature. Okay, so that temperature is pretty good. I'm going to see if I can set my camera back up here and do this, or I might be able to do it one-handed. Let me finish mixing here. So we've got the comal to the right temperature. One of the problems I was having before was I was putting too much butter on. And somebody else in one of the pancake videos on YouTube pointed out they were frying their pancake instead of cooking it. So what I've been doing now is just been putting a light coating on, and that's helped get the nice brown finish that I like on a pancake. So we have the heat pretty on the lowest setting right here, and you can see we've got the batter is nice in here, and I'm gonna just, and you can see it's fairly thick. It's thicker than you would probably think if you know, compared to the other pancakes I used to make, but this is actually what helps quite a bit. So I'm gonna just use my little ladle so all the pancakes are about the right size, and ladle some pancake batter on. And then we're going to let that cook. All right. And so as you can see, it's thicker than you might expect. And one of my little secret things is using this little lid, which kind of helps. We got a little tiny pancake here. Just going to get out of the picture. And then at this point, turn the temperature up. Still keep it, you know, medium. Put this on a little bit. We'll check back on that in a second. I had my lovely assistant help me, but she had to go to yoga, so I'm back one-handed here with the pancakes. So we're gonna just peek under there. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. We'll give it a little more time. Put this on. This lid doesn't really come into play until we flip the pancake, and that's when I noticed it really helps out, because it helps get the center of the pancake done. So we'll check back here in a second. So far it's been about 2 minutes, maybe a minute and a half. Flip this guy over and see see how it's doing here. All right, honey, have a good time at yoga. Bye. Okay, so then what I do is I take the spatula and just kind of push these little edges back in. I'll put the exact recipe in the description. So you can see that's coming along pretty nice. All right, so then at this point, and you can see it's starting to fluff up due to the baking powder and the baking soda, as well as the whipped egg whites. Okay, so I'm gonna put this back on, and we'll check back here in a second. Doing here on the second side. All right, that's looking pretty good. Let me turn the heat up just a little bit. I'm gonna do another pancake, so I get a stack of 2 here. But they're looking pretty good. And you can see it's nice and light and airy too. So give that another second. Batter, you can kind of see the batter there. In between each pancake, I mix it back up. So I'm gonna make one more here. So and then we'll start getting these guys on the plate. Pancake number 1 is done. And we'll do pancake number 2 here. Let me see if I can do it this one-handed. And you know, I never used to use this ladle method, but I saw it in a video, another video on YouTube, and I actually really like it. Maybe not so good one-handed, but all right. Let's see what we got here. Little guy going. Add just a little to that. And like I say, I was having problems with the pancakes before, not coming out light and airy. And I tried, you know, making the batter more liquidy, thinking that would help, but actually that hurt. So what really did it was the egg whites being whipped up. Adjusting the ratio kind of baking soda and baking powder, and keeping some of the liquid out, and making a pancake that was just kind of, you know, a little bit thicker, and using the ladle to spoon it onto the grill. I'm going to turn the grill down here a little bit. All right, let's put this lid back on. I'm going to get some butter on this guy, and then we'll check back here in a second. The pancake number 2 on here. Let's flip this guy over. Oh, that's a little bit toasty, but should still be okay. I think I had the heat up just a little bit too much, so I turned it down. But you can kind of get an idea of how much they fluff up here. See kind of the airiness of them. So, all right, turn the heat down there. Got a little bit of butter going on this guy. And when I say a little bit, I mean a lot, because obviously half the reason to eat a pancake is to put the butter on it. All right, get this on here. So this is the best pancake I've ever had in my life. The flavor's good. The consistency is good. Recently, as I mentioned, I was making pancakes from. We got a little bit of organic 100% maple syrup here. Originally, I was making pancakes from Bisquick. The recipe on the back, we call them melt in your mouth pancake, which is pretty darn good pancake. I made those for many years. Then I decided I wanted to change over to something from scratch. You can see how high that pancake is. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Yeah, looks pretty good. Trying to heat up just a little bit. And this, after fine-tuning this recipe for quite a while, I was able to get the pancakes to where they were as good, if not better. I would say better than the melt-in-your-mouth pancake on the back of the Bisquick box. So I was very pleased with that. This recipe, you see I got enough for one more pancake, although I'm just going to do 2 for this video and try to wrap it up here. You guys on my channel know I'm not known for short videos. I set out to make this a quick video, but here we are probably at 9 minutes or something ridiculous. So, all right, let me finish this guy up. I'll put it on here and then see how these are. And we're all done here. That is a darn nice looking stack of pancakes there. I went ahead and used the rest of the batter here to make one more pancake. And this recipe, as I have it, it'll do 3 nice sized pancakes, about 6 inches. Let's go ahead and try this here. So you can see those are nice, light, airy pancakes. Let me try this. Man, oh man, that's good. Well, made this video because I wanted to share my recipe with you, but also because I was craving some pancakes today. But you can see those, they melt in your mouth and very light and fluffy. So, hope you've enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching. Enjoy. Well, while we're on the subject of pancakes, I thought it'd be a nice time to also update a little bit on the espresso stuff. So, these are my favorite beans right now. Get them over at Whole Foods. Dharma beans. This is the medium roast. I don't know what the exact name of these are, but I just call them the purple coffee beans. So I've got those in the grinder here. Let me, and I got my trusty Breville. I think it's the 840. It's a great little machine. I sold the La Pavoni on eBay, and I've been pulling shots with this. So let me go ahead and pull a quick shot of espresso for anyone who's interested. And like I say, I've been real pleased with this machine. Pulls great shots. And I just grind the coffee in 3 stages so I can settle it down into the portafilter here. I hated to see the little La Pavoni go. I put so much work into that thing, but I just decided that I wanted to take a break from lever machines and try pump machines for a while. So get that locked in there. Get the camera readjusted here. See what we can do. All right, let's see what we got here. Sometimes I manually pre-infuse. For this video, I just use the pre-programmed setting on the double shot. See how it goes. Yeah, and like I say, try those beans out if you can find them at Whole Foods. Some fantastic, and I believe they're all organic. I'm not sure, but some fantastic. Pull some fantastic shots off these beans. Even a buddy of mine somewhere in the Middle East who runs some kind of coffee thing. I know from the internet. I told him about these beans and he got some, liked them as well. So, all right, so that's pretty good on the espresso there. Look at that. Let's take that over to the pancakes and we'll wrap this video up. All right. Like I say, those pancakes came out darn good. Very tasty. Melts in your mouth. And if you try the recipe, leave a comment and let me know what you think, because I've tried a few recipes that I've run across for pancakes, and this, so far and away the best pancake I've ever made. So I'd be interested to hear what others think. So again, thanks for watching. Click like, and that's it. Enjoy.